Hello there.
All right, I started recording right off the bat.
Okay. Oh, you did? Oh, man, hold on. Put some pens on.
That's a goof on my part.
It's all good.
So how you guys been in the brief 5 minutes that...
Tragedy struck. Just one thing. I gotta go to work.
Yeah, no, we just came back from like recording a pretty solid interview. I think it was pretty decent. You know, we talked, we laughed, we goofed. You know,
Yeah.
What is that saying? Like live, love, and laugh or something?
Live,
Yeah.
laugh, love. Karen mantra.
We did all of that, and then my dumb didn't hit the record button, so we're starting again. This is part two. Part two.
Yeah, that only means it's gonna be better this time. It's always better the second time around.
Exactly. We already have practice. We already kind of know each other.
Yeah.
So let's get a little bit more intimate this time around. You know. You guys, did you guys go to, no, like, I don't really care about college or anything like that, but did you guys go to college after graduating high school?
Yeah. We were roommates in college for like 3 years.
Oh, shit. Yeah. You guys have like a deep, like dark history together or something. Like you guys are like rooted within one another.
Now we have, I guess.
Jeremy is one of my friends that like, it's not that he was forced to be my friend, but our love for music is probably stronger than anything else that we have in common. Not to be an asshole.
Is he the kid that sat next to you in middle school and you're like, God, I don't really.
Nah, it was like my friend is like, yo, he plays drums. You want him to join our band? I was like, dude, yes. Like I say yes to everything. All right, so I'm like, yes, let's do it.
The more the merrier.
So well, they didn't suck, but like I didn't like the garage we had.
Oh, it was hot.
It was super hot.
It was hot. We were just sweaty and angry. We're doing rage covers.
Metallica, Slayer
covers.
Oh, that's the perfect environment for that stuff.
Yeah, honestly, it was fun.
Just sweaty guys rifting away in their garage, you know?
Chugging around, dude. Who needs music theory when you got power chords, you know? Like,
oh, that's all you need, baby. Hey, Nickelback made it, you know?
Hey,
that's like our hope, isn't it?
As much as people give them a bunch of slack, anytime a song plays, we all sing along. As much as we hate it.
I don't know any Nickelback songs.
Yeah. All right, maybe not. I'm a big fan. All right, I'm gonna defend Nickelback to the
my two favorite bands, Nickelback and Radiohead, dude.
Oh, I love Radiohead, bro. They're like one of my favorite bands. You can't not like Radiohead. I don't care that Tom York is kind of like a you know, like
edgelord.
Yeah, he's the guy who browses on 4chan type of dude.
Yeah, but he's still pretty.
He's beautiful.
Yeah.
I'd make out with Tom York. I'm just gonna put it out there for the whole world to see. No,
I'd let him take me out for coffee, and I'd probably stop it there. His personality would just get to me. He could just make me sad.
He just say some depressing shit like every 5 minutes. He's like, you know, America is run by big corporations and stuff, and you're like, all right, cool, Tom.
Like, yeah, I get it. I'm talking about something else. And Jesus, whatever, dude. That's enough out of me. I'm talking too much.
You guys mentioned that tour in California. How did that go? Last September, right?
Yeah, it was pretty well. We saw the Strokes that time as well.
Oh, dude. God, I've been meaning to see them for like the past 4 years, but they're like they only go out whenever they like need money, you know?
Yeah, it was rare because it was like on a beach in California for some like small festival that are puts on like every year or something.
What was the festival?
Ohana Fest.
Oh, Ohana Fest. Okay. I had some friends who like went for like Cow Jam, I think. That's like whenever we graduated, but it was I don't know anything about that actually, so. Yeah.
Now we were there and we're like, oh, the Strokes are playing, let's go.
Pretty much.
Yeah,
That sounds like you just decided to like go to like I don't know like Chick-fil-A. You're like, oh hey, the Strokes are here. You guys want to go see them? It's
Well, because I mean, we kind of weren't expecting it, and we're like, holy crap, they never toured. Let's go.
Mhm.
Just bought tickets the day of, actually.
Yeah, the day of. Like we were just like,
That's
Here.
pretty lucky, especially in California. I feel like they're pretty popping over there, you know.
Yeah, it was kind of because he kind of like walked off the stage on.
Oh, you know, he said it during the song too, right? He was like,
He's like, I don't want to play anymore. I want to get off, and then he just walked off.
Really?
Yeah, they cut the set right there too.
On Sunday.
What?
Yeah.
I wasn't there, so this is all news to me. That's crazy, dude.
He's like, I've played this song like 1,000 times by now. I'm done, guys. I'm sorry.
He just literally walked off like halfway through the song. I mean, he was like mumbling, singing something. I don't know.
Yeah, like barely even giving it a try.
And then he just walked off. And I was like, okay.
I mean, at that point, like he has such, like his band blew up, you know, and he has like this huge like ego. I personally think, or maybe he just doesn't care, but
Yeah.
I don't know. Like to have that balls to just be like, yeah, you know what, F you guys, I'm done. Buy my merch. See ya. You know, just give me your money.
Yeah. That's basically what it felt like. Yeah, because
Like, really? They were just like, we're still playing. After that, they were like, show's done.
yeah, they hit the headlights, or the main light.
The band's still playing. There's no lights on stage. There's
I get no dude. Yeah. It's still cool.
Mm.
I feel like if you ever did that, then like we would just start playing like Alejandro's music and just start doing
Just
that rock.
random.
We just turn into
Alright.
his set.
you guys ever heard tapping?
Yeah, just finger tapping. That's all it is for like an hour. You know, like in Guitar Hero, whenever you're doing excellent and your hands start like flames or something. Yeah.
Through the Fire Flames, I'm an expert. I did it. Guitar Hero is what got me to play guitar. So, yeah.
Seriously.
Everyone.
Yeah, like no kidding. Like
I recently interviewed Blevins, and like one of the main reasons why they like got into music was because of like Rock Band and stuff. Like they were just goofing around, you know.
yeah,
And they're like, we have these plastic instruments. Let's get the real thing, and you know, kind of.
yeah. Well, my dad plays accordion in a band, and so I've always been watching him gig, and I'm used to the scene, you know, as a kid, watching people drink beers, jam out and stuff. And I was like, well, my dad's cool, you know, I guess. Then I got Guitar Hero, and I was like, oh, this is like my dad. And then I was like, I want to do this for real. And then like 20 years later, he hit me up. That's how that
Wait, your dad or Jesus?
happened. No, that's
Okay.
My dad came back into my life.
He just left for tour and everything.
Yeah, he's like, dude, this kid, this music thing is popping off, man.
I thought he like got you started on music and was like, all right, in 20 years, if you're not good enough, he's gonna leave.
No. Nah, he's kind of like, really? You're doing music? Really? And I'm like, yeah. All right. And like, I told you you're not going to make money. But you're doing it. You provided for me.
So your dad would actually kind of sustain himself, and you, I'm guessing, you're still here with music.
Well, I'm like the first in my family to be born in the States. So like in the United States. So he just did odd jobs forever. He's still doing that, just like random construction, random stuff, and music, and like on the weekends, you know. So those extra $200 he make on the weekends would help me with anything, you know. Like I was used to that being a part of our income.
Yeah, like that would factor in with any financial decision, I guess.
Yeah, which is like, I saw it as a privilege growing up, but now I see like he was doing anything. Just
you're like, my dad's so cool. In reality, dad's like, I need to pay the bills. Like,
yeah. Not until recently, I was like, man, my parents worked hard, man. I feel like a little brat.
Yeah, no. I am very, very grateful for what my parents had to do. Because, like, I think my dad, at the age of 15, crossed the border. At the age of 15, dog.
Yeah, dude.
I'm 21. I wouldn't fucking do. I wouldn't dare to do that shit.
Man, it was chiller.
Because okay, my dad came across like in the 80s, and that was back in the time when you just walk across, dude. Nobody, they don't ask you for anything. It's like, oh yeah, here.
That was before Trump, so no wall, no gang
There wasn't even
violence
a
either.
fence, dude.
Oh yeah.
Bro, they gave you floaties so you could swim across the river. They didn't care. The towel at the other side, man. They didn't care.
There used to be a communal pool right down in the middle, you know.
Like, oh, baby needles, like, welcome to America. And then they like give you a job on the spot. That was cool time.
Let's just go back. Let's just make America great again. Oh god, that's gonna be taken out of.
Big back synth pop. I'm talking too much again.
What's the whole thing with Matt Berenger's collaboration? What was that all about?
Oh yeah, so we went to go see the National.
Oh yeah.
In Houston, and he just like came off stage.
He gave us some wine too,
and gave us a wine bottle.
He was just pouring us wine, just like giving us stuff, and then he started singing, and he's like, "Well, I'm gonna go to the crowd." And
then he just
wait. How old were you guys?
Oh, I'm 25. He was 25 as well. We're old.
All right.
I know, but I consented to the wine.
Yeah.
So, wait, how old are you guys right now? 25? No. 25, yeah?
Okay. 24, 25.
Man, made me feel fucking young. I thought I was talking to my people. No,
everyone says I look 19, but that's because I will always be 19. I play music. It's not going to go away.
Honestly, playing music keeps you young, dude. I don't care what it says. It just keeps you young.
It keeps you grounded.
Everyone says we sound like Joy Division and like
really
New Order, right?
Live.
Like live,
live, yeah.
But we never really got into the bands.
I never knew
till we like heard who we sounded like.
Until somebody else told you, you're like, I don't know who the fuck those guys are. Check them out.
Yeah, probably sounding like I was like Joy Division. Who?
But you also have to remember, we grew up with like Los Tigres del Norte and stuff like that.
Maná and what was it called? Los Enanitos Verdes or something like that?
Los Ángeles Azules.
Los Cadetes de Linares. I don't know.
Who sang La Chona?
La Chona? I don't know.
Los Tijuanes.
Oh,
they're the ones.
Los
Tucanes. Oh my god, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Do you guys?
I remember. It's like, oh my god, dude. Oh, it reminded me of freaking Lived at Meat Market, man.
I love that place.
Since you guys all kind of play various instruments, you know, like, I mean, you guys kind of started with like the bass. He fucking did the drums for a while. Didn't have drum kit. You bought it for him. How did you guys like really like figure out which parts to play, you know? Was it just like who could play it best, or was it just kind of like, oh, I like playing that, so let me.
I think it's like whoever like.
I know. It was just like,
yeah, like it just felt natural to like, all right, you're gonna play lead for this, or I'll play lead for it.
I'm playing rhythm sometimes, and this guy's playing the lead as he's singing. And sometimes I'm shredding, and he's playing rhythm and not doing anything.
So does it depend on like which song you guys kind of develop?
I think so. I think it's just like how it naturally develops. You like try it out. Yeah.
We're very feely band.
Yeah.
We're like, all right, try that.
Organic is the word I would use.
No pesticides.
No pesticides. Trader Joe's quality.
No, but that's good though. Like it leaves a lot of room for like development. It doesn't restrict you guys to a certain instrument, and that's that's it. That's all you can do.
Yeah. And I feel like we're always students to each other, like all the time. He's always teaching me. You're always teaching me. Like I feel like I'm always learning. Like
like bouncing back and forth like ideas and techniques, I guess.
Yeah, because again, we come from very like diverse musical backgrounds.
Yeah,
we're with like
you got the math rock, you got like the prog rock, and and the indie, the Cage the Elephant, the Killers, you know, the Stroke vibe, you know, in there. So I feel like there's a lot of different influences.
It's kind of weird when you have the conversation of like influences, like as far as individuals, you know, because we all have our own individual music we like, you know what I mean? Alejandro likes a lot of math rock. I like a lot of jazz and funk kind of stuff, you know what I mean? And so you don't always hear it the first listen around. Like if you're listening to Aurora, you're not going to, if you're not paying attention, you're not always going to catch like, oh, okay, this person was influenced by that, or, you know, they have a little bit of this and that. But for me personally, whenever I actually sit down and listen to like something like Aurora or Blue Boy or something, then you can kind of pick like, okay, he's playing like really like a math rock style lick or something. You know?
Yeah.
Like a lot of his solos, and we're playing live, like his tone is like super metal, and he's like freaking shredding. But it cuts through and it works, and it's in context somehow, but it works, you know.
I'm in key.
I don't know, that's my rant about music.
Cali was an experience, you know. Since it's a legal state, we're like, hey, let's be legal.
Let's be legal.
Do the legally legal. Like, let's do it. So we did, and it was fun. We played shows, warehouse shows. People housed us, and when they were nice enough to house us, you know, like, people were nice enough to like give us the time of day. On the way over here, I got pulled over by a state sheriff in Arizona. They searched the car and found all the stuff we were trying to bring back. And,
all the legal stuff
all
at the time.
California stuff. And it's legal in Arizona if you have a card, but we're from Texas, so that's that.
Yeah.
And you know, I feel like, you know, the whole jazz. I like jazz cabbage as well. But you know,
Jazz cabbage.
that's it.
I guess it was kind of interesting the whole Alejandro thing in your like jams band.
Oh yeah.
You wanna elaborate on that again?
So, to summarize it down, I wanted to be in a band, so couldn't find a drummer. I got a drum machine. Couldn't find a bassist. I got an octave pedal. Then I was like, well, I'm gonna loop everything and put effects on certain parts and loop and make a song on one go. And I did that. And then this guy was like, hey, you're good at music. I didn't know. No reason freaking, like, I didn't know. So then we started a band, and Fauxster has made me a better musician ever since. Like, it's made
that was a fucking like fast forward through like 15 years of my life into like
Well, like that's why I started.
We grew up.
20 seconds.
We liked music, and then we played music, and now band.
We're only a speck of time.
What was the whole blooming cactus solo
so-
stuff?
I've been fascinated with like folk, acoustic Americana music, but there's no real outlet in Fauxster that we see that kind of represents everyone. So I was like, oh, let me try to do this.
So they pretty much kicked you out. They're like, no, we're not doing that, dog.
Oh no, well, I didn't even like bring it up to them.
Yeah, it's a solo thing, you know.
Yeah, I was just like, yeah, this is
Jesus.
this is kind of different. I just separated into whatever. So it's kind of like how I started Fauxster. I was like, oh, let me record something and put it up so I can like listen to it in the car or something. And then it just got picked up. So
this is just like you, like just kind of like doing your own thing, not really.
without focusing on like much production or anything, it's just me with the mic into the interface, you know? Because once I start getting in like the studio mindset, it's like, here we go again. Another 2 weeks of just messing with an EQ or compressing something. So I'm just like, this is kind of like, I don't want to say my way, but like my out, you know? It's like,
your outlet. That sounds weird just because like most of the time people are like, oh yeah, we started this band. It's kind of like our outlet, but you have like your outlet and you have your other outlet, you know, like you have.
I think the band now, how we see it, it's I don't know. It's like our 1 point perspective. So we focus so much for like 2 years that we're like, let's still focus on the band because that's our main focus.
Yeah. So it's more of like just like let's actually get this ball rolling and put our effort in getting it off, off the ground kind of thing.
Yeah, exactly.
But you also want to have this thing where you don't take it as seriously as you do Fauxster.
Exactly, because I think the band, I mean, I can speak for myself. I take it very seriously, and it's like, at the end of the day, the last thing I want to do when I die or whatever, it's like be in an actual touring band where I can financially sustain myself and my family by doing music. So I just have that point of view when it comes to the band aspect. I'm like, okay, this is my main thing. This is where my whole time is going. But I also want to do like, all right, well, I came up with this nice jingle, but it doesn't really fit that. It's more.
It's just for me.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be a little selfish with it.
Yeah, kind of like. So I just did that, and I was like, oh, well, I can have my little outlet do that.
Mm-hmm. And do you care going back into the whole like Matt Schultz thing that we discussed earlier?
Oh, yeah, go for it. So there's like this quote, right? We don't want to be, or we're the kids that go to indie shows.
I can pull it up real quick. But yeah, like the quote in your website, it's like your bio, I think. It's in your bio that says we wanted to be those kids with the Ray-Bans, the skinny jeans that are just too tight, and the shoes Matt Schultz released,
Yeah.
So do you mind explaining the whole meaning behind the whole Matt Schultz shoes?
So basically my representation of Matt Schultz is like the basic hipster. Or like the Brooklyn hipster, like LA or New York hipster,
The guy that's trying to be cool, and he's like, yeah, I'm writing a screenplay, and I got this band. And
exactly, I bought like this $500 Supreme shirt or something like that. Just
Dan Electro guitars.
Yeah, Dan Electro guitars. And it's like, all right, let's try to be that, but we're not.
But we're not that. It's like a satirical like a way of like showing that, I guess.
Yeah, it's like we're playing indie music. It's very ironic, but it's like we're playing indie music, but our band name means fake hipster.
The fake hipsters.
Yeah. So it's like,
don't take it to heart. I don't know.
Yeah. It's very ironic. It's like you don't have to be.
Labels are funny and they're pointless, and I get to like they're pointless in the sense of how you identify.
Mm-hmm.
It's like I'm a metalhead, but I'm also into like soft stuff. I like it doesn't.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter. You shouldn't put yourself in a box and restrict yourself to that box.
Exactly.
Because everyone has a deeper, I guess, personality and taste.
So everyone, fake hipster is just like everyone wants to portray you as something, and it's like, all right, they can put you in this, but that doesn't define you, I guess.
Yeah.
It's like,
wow, that was a well more thought out answer than the last time. We were like, oh yeah, it's just fake hipsters. Moving on. Like this is like more like the meaning of it, the life.
We had practice. We had practice.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. Right.
I gotta go and make some lana.
All right, word. I guess we can end it here. Do you guys want to say any last words before we head out?
Listen to Aurora. Please. Watch her music video for Aurora. We all look really good.
We worked very hard.
Oh yeah. Oh man.
It's just us four, honestly.
Yeah, we're very DIY. Yeah. So we do everything: the artwork, the production. Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah, and dude, I'm looking forward to that EP whenever But right now, Aurora came out yesterday, 24th. Go check it out. It's pretty dope. Pretty dope on a rope. But yeah, thanks Fauxster. Thanks for stopping by and taking the time out of y'all's day again, twice. All right, we appreciate it.
I think are fat.
I got it.